Don't know yet. Don't know. We'll find out a little bit later on this afternoon.
Can I ask a question about the All-Star game?
You sure can.
How significant is it that it's coming to Canada for the first time?
I think it's great. I think it's great for the city. We go out and talk to free agents in the summertime and promote the city of Toronto. A lot of players get here in the wintertime when it's kind of cold and snowing, but they don't get to see it over a period of time. Even though it's in the winter, we have great restaurants, multicultural city, a lot of things for players to do, a lot of fun. It's a great opportunity for us to show off our city and to show what Toronto has to offer out in the city, other than the hotels and back to the arena. So we're excited. The city is excited. Our organization is excited to host the All-Star game.
I think your country's excited. Can you speak to that too? Because
huge, exactly. I mean, you got Vancouver, Halifax, all over, Winnipeg, Calgary, all over the country that's we're representing, and our players and our organization is very proud of that fact.
Can you take much out? Go ahead. Can you take much out of that first game against New York, or was that?
No, again, yeah, we can, because they kicked our butt. I mean, we take that out of it. They came in and manhandled us and physical, outworked us in the paint. Lopez had his way in the paint. He and Porzingis had 3 offensive boards. Lopez had 4. So, yeah, we can get a lot out of that, of what this team can do to you if you don't come out ready to compete, ready to fight, and ready to play physical basketball. Again, I've always said this league is about, there's no team in this league that you can overlook and underlook. Anybody can beat anybody, and they're a fact that came in here and manhandled us in our first game.
How does it feel to be in position to be able to break a franchise record tonight?
I'm more worried about New York. Again, like he said, New York manhandled us the first time. I don't care if it's 2 in a row or lost 3 in a row, whatever. This team is a team that's coming in. It's dangerous, very physical team, very aggressive team, hard-playing team. And, if everybody doesn't guard their position and man their position, we can be in trouble. So 9, 8, whatever, it's not important. It's great for the fans. It's great for the organization. But, we're not going to this game thinking 9 in a row, 8 in a row, 7 in a row, whatever.
How does it feel, though, knowing the fans are and the fans are so excited?
It's great for the fans. It's great for the fans, and I'm happy for the fans. But, again, we have to keep the big picture in mind. It's not about this 9-game streak. It's about the entire season and how we establish our style of play and continue to play our style of play and do that on a nightly basis.
How important has the contribution of the bench been throughout
Huge,
the stretch?
Huge. They've been a big positive in the last 3 games. Definitely last 2, and it's been huge. And it's simplistic. They're making shots. They've always came in and played hard and competed, but the difference now is they're making shots, and that's been good to see.
Has there been any significant, shift in practice?
Simply making shots. That's simplistic. It's simple. We're running the same plays, same sets, whatever. And I wish it was a magic word or magic, but again, they've worked on their shots. They've worked to come back later, stayed after practice and worked on their 3-point shooting, and there's no answer for that. There's no substitute for that, and that's one thing that our second unit has done, T. Ross in particular and Pat in particular. And then Corey's playing much better. He hit a lull there for a little while, but he's back now playing at a high level, and that's also been good to see, and it gives us a boost.
Is the All-Star break a good time for like a healthy regroup for you as a coach, or does it interrupt?
For what?
Well, I mean, we're in such a good streak right now at 9 games. We're playing great ball.
Again, the streak's not important. It's important for the fans. I don't want to poo-poo it. It's great for that. But from what we're going to do, how we approach things, the guys can tell you our practice has been the same. Our shoot-around's the same. We don't talk about winning streaks or anything like that. We talk about going through the process, how we going to get there, what we have to do to win. And if you do that, all the winning is going to take care of itself. And it's not about the glitz and glamour and the highlights. It's about the dirty work, the little things, and getting those things done.
How do you feel about Sting headlining at the All-Star game?
It's great. Everything to do with the All-Star game is great here in Seattle. I mean, in Toronto. In Seattle, we were in New York. We coached the All-Star game in New York and one in San Antonio, and all those things are great for the city, and it's going to be great for our city of Toronto. Having Sting here, having all the stars here, to show off our great city.
Do you have a favorite Sting song?
No, I don't.
What would it mean for the organization and you personally if DeMar gets announced to the All-Star
I
team?
think that would be great. I think that's great for the organization. For me personally, seeing where DeMar, he should have probably been 3-time All-Star if he makes it tonight, because last year I thought he was playing at a high level, and after he came back from the All-Star game, he was playing like an All-Star. So I think it's great for our organization to watch Kyle and DeMar develop from where they were in their careers to now into All-Stars. Says a lot about our organization, about our program, about what they're doing. I think we overlook that sometimes and take it for granted. But big picture-wise and throughout the league, I don't think it's overlooked. And my hat is off if he does make it tonight to get those two in for the All-Star game.
Norm was in here earlier talking about how Jose was a mentor to him earlier in his career. Did you see specific ways in which Jose influenced you?
I tell you what, Jose is one of the best as far as a teammate, leader. And I recommend him highly to Rick Carlisle in Dallas, who I work with, and it's where he went to from, went there. He's one of the best. He would take DeMar aside, talk to him, get out and show him things after practice, because he's seen so much basketball, and that's one thing Luis gives us now. Those guys have seen so much international type of play and so many things throughout their careers. But he's such a leader. He's all about the team. So I'm sure he's really good for New York from that standpoint.
And when he's on the floor, what kind of things are the Knicks trying to do? What do you have to guard against?
It's his shooting. I mean, he's still a knockdown, deadly shooter. I think he's shooting around 40-some%, coming off those screens and spotting up, getting his feet set. Jose is an excellent shooter, and he's smart. He knows how to play. He knows how to screen. He knows spacing. So he fits right into their triangle philosophy.
Coach, when you look at the state of the top of the Eastern Conference now, Cleveland just had a coaching change and wins kind of a little bit of flux. Do you guys see that this is a big opportunity for you guys?
Well, I mean, again, it's a season of ups and downs. Everybody's going to go through those ups and downs. I don't think you can make a determination right now whether the Eastern Conference. I think, like I mentioned earlier, we take care of business each night. We got to get some consistency offensively and defensively every night, and let all that other, conference standings, who's playing well, who's hot. We got to worry about us being consistent. I think this is the most important thing, and all that other stuff will take care of itself.
Regarding Porzingis, do you think some teams are trying to get maybe a little more physical with him? Is that a good idea?
Well, I tell you what, he's going to be a handful to be reckoned with. Whether you're going to be physical with him or not, he's a tough kid. He's not soft. I do know that. And, you have to, make him work for his position. If that's being physical, so be it. But he is going to be a great player in this league for a long time. It was a great pickup by New York. He stretches the floor. He shoots the three. He's a passer. He's got a little spunk about him that you like. So his future is going to be bright. Well, how do you play him I think his growth is going to be determined how you continue to play him.
That putback dunk that he had here when they were in.
That was unbelievable on all of our guys, on all of those white jerseys. He dunked on. I remember that very vividly.
Do you guys take that personally?
I hope so. I hope so. You might ask him and find out. If it was me, I would. He and Lopez both had tip dunks and follow-up dunks on us in the paint, and we had about 3 guys who had an opportunity to crack him, if that's being physical, before he got to the rim to get that dunk. And I think it was a highlight of the week, I think.